There is a specific kind of exhaustion that comes from chasing someone who was never actually running toward you, not the people who are simply busy or slow to respond or going through something of their own. I mean the ones who make you work for every crumb of attention. The ones who show up just enough to keep you hoping, then disappear just enough to keep you anxious. The ones you have somehow convinced yourself are worth the chase. If you have spent months or years chasing someone who has never once turned around and chosen you back with the same effort, I want you to hear something today. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You have simply been spending your energy on someone who never had any intention of meeting you there. Let's talk about why you keep doing it and what happens the day you finally stop. Chasing someone who doesn't choose you back rarely feels like a choice while you're doing it. It feels like hope. It feels like almost. It feels like if I just try a little harder, show up a little more, explain myself a little better, they'll finally see it. But hope and evidence are different things, and the gap between them is exactly where so many of us lose years of our lives. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People who want to choose you do. Not perfectly, not without effort, but consistently and without you having to convince them. The chase you're running isn't proof that they're worth it. It's often proof that some part of you doesn't yet believe you're worth choosing without a fight. So you keep auditioning for a role that was never actually open. And the cruelest part is that the chase itself starts to feel like the relationship, the anticipation, the small wins, the rare moments they do show up. Those moments get magnified into meaning far beyond what they actually carry because you are starving for any evidence that this is working. You're not in love with them. You're in love with the hope that you might finally be enough to keep. There's often something underneath this pattern worth naming, honestly. For a lot of people, the relationships that are easy to walk away from were never the ones that taught us what love costs. It's the ones where love felt conditional, where you had to earn warmth, predict moods, work for affection that should have simply been given, that train your nervous system to associate effort with worth. So when someone shows up, giving you exactly that familiar conditional warmth, some old, young part of you recognizes it immediately and thinks, finally, something I know how to do. You're not chasing this specific person. You're chasing a feeling you learned a long time ago in a different relationship with different stakes. That happened to wear this person's face for a while. Let me name exactly what this chase has been costing you, because most people never stop long enough to count it. It costs you your present. Every hour spent wondering why they haven't texted back, rehearsing conversations that may never happen, analyzing what a delayed reply might mean. That is an hour you were not living your actual life. You were living in a hypothetical future where they finally choose you. That future has been costing you the only time you actually have, which is now. It costs you your other relationships. When you are constantly available for the one person who barely shows up, you have less left for the people who already do. The friend who always answers, the family member who never makes you guess where you stand. They get the leftover version of you, while someone who barely earns it gets your best effort. Most of all, it costs you your own self-respect. Every time you lower the bar to keep chasing, you teach yourself something dangerous, that your standards are negotiable if you want something something badly enough. And once you learn that lesson with one person, it gets easier to apply it with the next one and the next. The chase doesn't just cost you them, it costs you the version of yourself who knew better. I want to tell you about someone. She spent almost 2 years chasing someone who called her amazing constantly, but never quite made room for her. He'd disappear for weeks, resurface with just enough warmth to pull her back in, then vanish again the moment she asked for anything resembling consistency. She told herself the story so many people tell themselves. He's just bad at communicating. He's been hurt before. He'll come around once he sees how patient I am. She was patient for 2 years, and nothing ever changed because there was nothing broken in him that her patience was capable of fixing. He simply hadn't chosen her, and no amount of her effort could manufacture a choice that wasn't his to give. The day she stopped wasn't dramatic. There was no explosive final argument. She simply woke up one morning, looked at her phone, and didn't reach for it the way she always had. And in that small, unremarkable moment, something shifted. Not relief exactly, just quiet. The kind of quiet that comes after a noise you'd gotten so used to that you'd forgotten it was loud. She didn't win him back. She got herself back instead. It turned out to be the better trade. So, how do you actually stop chasing someone your whole body has gotten used to reaching for? First, stop asking whether they'll eventually choose you and start asking whether they already have, not in words, in action. Look only at what is consistently true right now, not what they said once, not what they're capable of in theory. People show you who they are through repetition, not potential. Second, redirect. The specific energy you've been spending on them toward yourself deliberately and immediately. Don't leave that energy with nowhere to go, or you'll find yourself reaching for your phone out of pure habit. Put something else in that slot: a walk, a hobby, a friend who always answers. Third, let the grief be real. Even though no one died and nothing dramatic happened, you are allowed to grieve a person you're choosing to let go of, even one who never fully chose you back. That grief is not a sign you're doing it wrong. It's a sign you're finally doing it. The chasing will try to come back, especially in quiet moments. Let it pass through you without acting on it. It gets quieter every time you don't reach for the phone. Fourth, get specific about what consistency actually looks like so you stop accepting a watered-down imitation of it. Real consistency isn't grand gestures followed by silence. It's small, boring, repeated effort. The text that comes without you having to send 3 first. The plans that get kept without renegotiation. The apology that comes without you having to extract it. Write down what that actually looks like for you, specifically, not in theory, in behavior. Then measure every future relationship against that list instead of against how good the good moments felt. If you are still chasing someone who has shown you over and over exactly how much room they're willing to make for you, I want you to hear this clearly. You do not have to earn a place in someone's life by working harder than they do. That is not love. That is an audition with no casting decision ever coming. The people who are meant to stay will not need to be chased. They will be busy choosing you back in ways you don't have to track or measure or hope for. That kind of love feels boring compared to the chase at first. It is not boring. It is just finally safe enough that you don't have to perform for it. You are not behind for stopping today instead of last year. You stopped the moment you were ready, and that is exactly on time. If you're in the middle of letting go of someone right now, share this with a friend who needs the same reminder. Sometimes hearing it from outside your own head is what finally makes it land. My name is Zoni. Subscribe. This channel is for the things nobody ever said to you plainly enough. Stop chasing. Start choosing yourself back.